the way.
We're wanted men.
I have spoken.
Welcome to episode 273 of the Smugglers Galaxy Podcast, your favorite Star Wars podcast for smugglers in the galaxy. I'm Glen and Jason's over there, and yay, Christmas time.
Christmas time is here.
It is. Yeah, I don't care what people say. I better be watching it or we're going to get hit with the thing.
Copyrights?
Yeah, Christmas time is here. That song,
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live song.
Yeah, but I mean, you're singing the song. You're not
Oh,
playing them.
right.
Playing a copyrighted version of it.
Nah, did you see the one with the Muppets? I saw that come through my
Yes.
feed the other day. I
That's a
figured you
classic. That's a classic.
had.
And he was in Star Wars.
Oh, which the guy was?
Yeah.
Which one?
What's his fate? What's his name? He's been disgraced since then for grooming kids.
jeez.
Allegedly. He was the blue guy in The
Oh,
Mandalorian.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. He was Jimmy Fallon's friend,
Right.
but Jimmy Fallon doesn't really talk to him much.
Jeez. Gotta love it. Yay.
Yeah, that's a positive start.
Positive start. Such a positive start. So yeah, you had your company Christmas party last night. We're doing this. Oh shoot, the
Club
club
party.
Christmas party next weekend. So
Yep.
we'll hopefully it'll be. It looks like we got like 20 people lined up to come. So I don't know. It's kind of you never know with those things because you have 20 people say they're going to show up, and then like 2 people show up. So
Yeah, I've put something together as just a quick game for everyone to play.
Awesome.
But I want to be inclusive.
Mhm.
I think I've got like 23, 24. So if we have any more than that, then it's going to be a little like, ooh, I gotta
Right.
pick and choose who gets to play.
It will be like, who wants to play this game?
It's
Cool.
it's the Star Wars equivalent of a fortune cookie. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
It's not anything intensive where everybody needs to gather around, everyone. Let's play a little quick game.
Hey,
But
sweet.
I just don't want anybody upset that there's no negative.
Mhm.
You know, like fortune cookies, sometimes they're like less positive.
Right?
It's none of them are like a tree's gonna fall on your head,
Yeah.
but it's like maybe you're gonna learn a lesson this year.
You ever seen The Simpsons where he's on a trip and he meets this new girl and they're all like and they go to Chinese food and they're kind of hitting it off and then he opens his fortune cookie and it's like you will find new love or something and then he's like oh and then they cut to the fortune cookie and they're like oh no we are out of this one open the stay with your wife bucket.
This has been a long time since
It's
I've
been
seen
a
that.
minute and I probably totally messed that up but yeah. And it's been a minute since I've watched The Simpsons, so yeah.
But yeah, the party was good last night, and they've trimmed back the alcohol budget, so they were like done with liquor by 9:30.
Ooh.
Started at 7,
Uh-huh.
and the party ended at midnight.
Oh,
But they were like done with beer by like 10:30, so it was yeah, the construction guys, they work hard, they play hard.
right, but there wasn't an option for like a cash bar.
There was a bar outside of the ballroom, so you'd have to go into the lobby, go to the bar, grab your drink, then come back. And some people did that. I didn't. I was done at 9. I was like, I'm not feeling well. I don't want to get trashed.
Right.
It was just not fun.
Yeah, no, you're probably like me where it's like 2, maybe 3, and then I
Yeah.
gotta cut it.
That's what it was.
Or if anything more than 3 and I'm it's gone.
Yeah. I was just too old for that. And I woke up, I woke up tired this morning, but I was tired because I went to bed like at 1 because I was cleaning up and all that stuff. So
Right.
it's part of the party planning committee.
Right. Well, just remember you have a four, what is it, 5 months, and then you
Yeah,
get to do it all over
yeah,
again.
yeah. Hopefully, I won't be under the weather.
We're talking about Rogue Fun and what, May
Yeah,
1st? What's the dates?
April 30th through May 3rd,
Of 2026.
2026. It's right around the corner.
Yeah, 30 something tickets left, so get on that sucker.
I'm glad I didn't have to bring it up this time. You did it for me, so that's a bonus.
Right. Well, just remember, as long as this show's still around and Rogue Fun's still going, we're going to advertise this crap out of it.
Yeah. I saw someone posted some prototypes of Bill and Ted stuff. Did you have that?
I don't, and they were offered to me, and I don't have the cash flow right now.
Oh,
He had actually offered them to me months ago, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'm interested in them. And then he messages me and was like, hey, man, are you still interested in those Bill and Ted stuff? And I'm like, oh, man, I totally forgot about those.
there's what Genghis Khan and
And
another
Abe,
Abe Lincoln.
yeah. Um, so, and yeah, they were, yeah, actually a little cheaper than what he offered them to me for, because I guess, I'm probably the only one that's going to buy them. And I'm like, yeah. It's a lot of
That's a
money,
bummer.
and I just don't. I'd have to sell a lot of stuff. And actually, probably at one time I was trying to sell some stuff to just purchase other things, and nothing that I have right now is moving,
Hmm.
which kind of stinks.
It's a sign of the times. The
Yeah,
economy's not strong. People
no,
don't have the discretionary funds.
and it's some of the stuff's expensive stuff, and some of it's not. I mean, I had some Burger King glasses that I found that nobody, I've had people offer me like half of what I think they're worth, because I
Yeah.
know a couple of years ago they were going for, what was that? Oh, your thing, you didn't make your thing
My
ship.
camera just did something weird.
Yeah, it just like zoomed out or zoomed in or something. Um, but I had some plastic Burger King glasses that nobody they should be going for like, a couple of years ago, 150 to $200, and I'm barely getting people to bite at $100. So
It's like
huh?
my only advice right now for collecting is collect what you love because you're gonna have to hold on to it for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a reselling market.
It is not. I will 100% agree with that right now. Uh,
So
and the other things that I was trying to sell to like get to purchase, be able to purchase those prototypes, trying to make the money I have into them back out. And it's, stuff that should be like $200. Nobody.
yeah, yeah.
And that's basically what I've got in them. And yeah, nobody's buying right now, which stinks. And I don't know how these, how like all these heritage auctions and stuff that people are doing, how they're making money, unless they've got the names behind them. And you get a couple of people that decide to get in a peeing contest, and they've got money and they don't care.
Yeah. And I mean, even stores are like trying to trick people into spending more money now too.
Yeah.
And I was at Kohl's to buy a new shirt for my party, and the shirts were, button-down shirt, dress shirt. Said it was what, $25?
Yeah.
I get to the register, it's 44.
What?
We had to call in a manager to come over and to confirm that, oh yeah, oh, I'm sorry, it's a computer error. It's like you're hoping that people aren't paying attention. Target's doing it,
Oh, dude,
Kohl's are doing it. They're just milking us for money. It's a very weird time
yeah.
right now.
That's ridiculous. I wouldn't think Kohl's would have done that, but
Yeah, it's everywhere. Like if you're buying something, if something on sale, just be vigilant and make sure that you're getting the deal that they promised on the store shelves because they're hoping that you're buying 30 items and not keeping track of any of the deals.
jeez. But speaking of which, I need to get the Kohl's for a $25 button-down shirt because that sounds like a steal.
Yeah.
I
It's a
haven't
nice
been to
shirt.
Kohl's in a minute because you get in there and you're just like, oh man, they give you the deals and they give you the Kohl's cash and you get the Kohl's card and the 30% off. And I just have a feeling they mark everything up 30% so that you can knock it down.
Yeah. I mean, that's what there's all the TikToks right now of Black Friday and people are at Target and they're pulling back the Black Friday deals.
Uh-huh.
TV's 4.99 and underneath of it the regular price is 4.99. The only difference is they just threw a Black Friday sticker up on top of it.
Yeah, I'm curious if they did that just because I know, some stores will do that. Like they're advertising, hey, we've got Black Friday deals. And this may not be a Black Friday deal, but we've got Black Friday deals. That kind of thing where they're
Yeah.
just putting stickers on everything,
Yeah.
even though they're not on sale, which is probably what you're seeing. But I'm surprised how cheap TVs have gotten because, you were paying 500-600 bucks for a TV. Now it's like 200-300 bucks. You must have the dramatic thing.
I thought I turned that off. Is this another trick of Apple or something?
Yeah,
My
they're like,
camera
no, you
keeps
didn't.
zooming in and out.
Maybe it did an update because I know my phone did an update this weekend, so maybe your computer did an update.
Oh, who knows? I'll take care of it tomorrow. Seems like a tomorrow problem, not a today problem.
Yeah, dude, and I feel kind of bad. So we had the just news. We've got some stuff from the Prado Springs show yesterday. But like our buddy Dutch had a show in Conyers, and I totally forgot about it this weekend. It was
Yeah,
today.
Barry had
And
one. Barry had one out in Memphis, and we forgot to promote that.
oh man. Yeah, and I looked about noon. We went yesterday to tell us to celebrate my grandson's birthday, and of course, like at lunch, my wife is like, "Can he come spend the night?" And I'm like, "I don't care. We don't have any clothes or anything for him, so let him come spend the night." And about noon today, I look at I read, "Oh man, that's the show this weekend in Conyers," and I don't think I've ever missed a show since he's been doing it. So I feel kind of bad missing that show, but you know, and I wasn't going to drive an hour and a half at noon to go to a toy show that ended at like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
Um, which,
bummer.
yeah, I was kind of bummed about that. But we got a report from our buddy Jordan we'll get to in a second from Powder Springs. So, um,
And I did watch his video today on YouTube about
he's already got the video out?
yeah. And so I haven't watched the toy haul portion.
Uh-huh.
I did watch the part where he was at this show that we're about to talk about. So um, I can maybe add some commentary based on what I saw in his video.
Yeah. So
But
you want me to try to share my screen? Let's see.
yeah, see if you could share the clip
Okay.
because we do our Powder Spring thing, and our concern was with all the Rosscon stuff happening that we would see a lot of that stuff become available, like the lightsabers and a lot of the Black Series acolytes and skeleton crew figures. All that stuff would appear at this Powder Spring show, and let's see what Jordan says.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if this works.
No,
It did not work, did it?
no, did you not share audio? Are you hearing it?
No, I'm not hearing it either. Hold on. What the hell? Maybe do you want to try it since you're
Okay.
on the chat too?
I'm in the chat too. Let's
Hold
see.
on. Let me
I
um,
need send a request. My request has been.
allow.
All right, let me see. Share, share sound, share. This is riveting. I'm sure.
Isn't it though?
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta type in the password now.
Oh,
Um,
hold on.
a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff that I saw in his video.
Yeah. See, but things didn't come playing. It's like, what the hell? Stop.
Are you okay?
Why is it? No, what are you doing? I just see that. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I
Well,
don't.
I'm there.
You're there? All right.
Old men
Oh,
navigating Facebook.
my screen. My eating. There we go.
Oh wait, it's not working here.
It's weird, isn't it? Hold on. Stop sharing. There we go. Maybe
No,
I've
I'm
stopped.
sharing.
I've stopped sharing. Now you share.
I am sharing.
Okay. Is it not working? Nope. It started sharing.
Yes,
All right.
but I don't hear it.
About
Oh, there it
Hey,
is.
there it is.
9:30, which is
Rewind it.
I went
All right, so here's Jordan talking about the Powder Springs Toy Show. Thank you for sitting through all of that.
Hey, it's your old pal Jordan here. Yesterday, I went to our every other month toy swap, the Retroville toy swap here in Powder Springs, Georgia. I'm sure many listeners of your podcast have heard us talk about it before. But Glenn, you specifically reached out and asked me to report back on what I saw. So I got there probably about 9:30, which is about 30 minutes before the toy swap officially starts. And I was kind of surprised that not a lot of vendors were out there. Now, I will say that for North Georgia, it was pretty chilly. It was about 40-ish degrees, which is crazy for everybody who lives around here. Personally, I like the cold weather, but I digress. So there, it was cold, and I think there was also a threat of rain, so not a lot of vendors showed up. That being said, it was still a very fun toy swap. I didn't see too much in the way of vintage. I did see a lot of modern stuff, not too much stuff Star Wars specifically. I did see, a handful of more recent Black Series figures and maybe some TVC figures. Not too heavy on the vintage stuff. I did see some Power of the Force 2 stuff, which I guess is considered vintage these days, which kind of hits me in the age. But anyway, again, I digress. I'm trying to think of something. So surprisingly, also with all of the deals from Ollie's and Ross, I was expecting to see a lot of, I guess, what we're calling like the RossCon stuff show up, and I did not see as much of that as you would expect me to have seen. I think I maybe saw one or two booths that had some Marvel Legends and maybe some Black Series stuff that were showing up at Ross, but the majority of the other vendors, I did not see that. It was not very apparent, to me at least, for this toy swap. Vintage wise, digressing from Star Wars, I think the main vintage thing I saw a lot of this particular swap was a lot of vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty hot and heavy at the moment, I believe. But yeah, it was a fun swap. It was in the low 40s. I think I stayed out there for about maybe 2 hours. And then my toes started to get really cold. So I figured I needed to go and warm up somewhere. But yeah, it was a fun swap. Surprisingly, not a lot of RossCon stuff. And it's always fun to see all of our toy hunting and toy collecting community friends out and about there. So all in all, it was a fun day, but I wouldn't have been surprised if some of the vendors closed up early and left early just because of the cold weather around here. But it was a fun day, and I'm sure I'll be back in February when they have it again. So anyway, that's my report. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one.
We should double check before we publish this to make sure that audio shows up.
Yes, yes, please.
A lot of his video did show Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff.
Was it just in like one booth or a lot of it?
There was a couple booths. I would say it looked like about half half the number of vendors is normal.
Okay.
And I wonder if that's just like he was saying because it was cold and rainy, or if people aren't selling right now because people aren't buying.
I would say probably cold and rainy. I would say more rainy than cold because there's no, you're out in an open parking lot, and if you don't have a tent, you're kind of SOL. And,
yeah, there was a couple with a tent.
And if you're walking around, I'm not going to be wanting to walk around in the rain to look at toys. I'm curious how it was attended with maybe that's something we should have asked him how it was attended, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bummer. I think the ones in April and the ones in December and the ones in February are kind of the weirder ones because April is always smoldering hot and you don't know what kind of weather you're going to get in December and February as far as the cold. And as far as like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I know there's been a guy that's been there for a while that has been bringing in a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah.
So my assumption, or at least my thought, with this show is when you have one person that starts doing really good with one thing, you're going to start seeing more and more of that. So it only takes one person to, start selling a really good selection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then everybody's like, oh, those are selling good? Or are those hot? So let me bring them.
Yes, they are. So turtles, I would expect to be the next big thing that people start collecting.
Mm-hmm.
because it's the 90s, and the 90s was 30 plus years ago. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I expect that stuff to start selling really well.
Yeah.
That's the next big thing.
Because you do kind of have, I get, like the kids, my son's 30, so like the 30-year-olds are probably going back, and I kind of, even though they probably weren't born, but they were, no, they were just being born, but maybe it was stuff that their parents had, or, just nostalgia for that time frame. Well, they could be right. I mean, they'd be 3 or 4 years old when turtles were hot.
Yeah.
So then they've got the disposable income, and they're like, well, that's what I remember. I don't remember Star Wars. I remember Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
And so I've got all the modern stuff. Let me go back and start collecting the vintage stuff. So
Yeah, and
that's
it's
cool.
confusing to collect, like we said last week, turtles. There's four different lines, four
Mhm.
different companies making turtle stuff right now, and it might be just time to throw the hands up in the air and say, forget it. I'll just go back to the vintage and get what I love.
Right. I mean, I wish I would have done that. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that wishes when Power of the Force 2 were out that instead of investing in Power of the Force 2, we would have gone back to vintage
Hmm.
and started picking those up for pennies on the dollar.
Yep.
Instead of running Walmart at midnight with your kids.
I sure do. I got a couple things this week that I forgot to talk about.
Uh-oh.
There's a little controversy around this one,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see if you can see what it is. The camera is making him much lighter than he actually. Whoa, the camera's zooming in.
Yeah.
This is Doctor Evazan, the Sideshow Collectible. I really like this figure,
Mhm.
but he is much darker than he is in the movie. He's not a pasty British man. He would almost pass for somebody from maybe like South America or something because he's
Wow.
just very, very dark, which I don't think is canon, but
Mhm.
it's just odd. Like maybe you used the wrong paint color there or something, but I do like the figure. It's highly detailed. It's
Mhm.
Dr. Evazan. I kept this on, but I think this needs to come off. This little rope that attaches his holster to his body. I think this is supposed to come off. I think it was
Mm.
just for shipping,
Right. I don't
but
know.
for the most part, whoa, there. What do you think?
Your
It's a good one.
camera. Oh
That's
my
weird.
God.
That's weird. The camera's like zooming in on his eye, and he's giving everybody like this stink eye right now.
Right.
But I got to make sure to turn that off going forward, this feature of the
Right.
camera. And then the other big thing that I picked up this week. So Tim, the other third in the Kennesaw run, had
Yeah.
signed up for the alerts to let him know when the R2 from Home Depot would become available.
Ah, I saw the
And
pictures.
and he picked one up a while ago, and he still gets the notification. So he picked up a second with the thought that he was either going to sell it or customize it.
Mhm.
And the first thing he did was message me, and I bought it.
Nice.
So it's going to replace the Arts and Crafts R2 that I have in my hallway. I've already set this sucker up. It's pretty big. It's cool. It's almost like there's a round pad, and then underneath that there's a second round pad that sits on top of it.
Uh-huh.
And that second round pad just kind of moves forward and backwards, but it makes it look like R2 is moving forward and backwards.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's got a nice loud speaker.
Nice.
My only complaint about it, and it lights up, his dome turns. Um, it's got a motion sensor, so when you walk by, it starts.
Oh,
But it's got that sound effect. It's like it's one of the first. I don't know if it's a rotation or what, but like one of the first sounds that he makes is that sound where he gets zapped and he falls forward.
right.
He makes that sound, and it's like, why did you program that first? That's a distress sound. But
It's probably because the people who did it don't know what they're doing.
yeah, probably. But it's a good piece. I
Mhm.
don't regret anything, and
I regret nothing.
no regrets.
No regrets.
And so I have to redo my whole hallway now to make him fit, and I'm gonna get rid of the arts and crafts one. I'm thinking about just offering the dome to somebody who might want it because it's
Yeah.
3D printed.
Yeah.
Someone wants to work on it. I just don't want anyone to like to buy it to flip it and sell it. Like I want it to go to a good home.
Right.
So,
Well,
but
post it in the group and see if somebody jumps on it and bring it to the winter social. You never know.
yeah, but I think I'll use January to start getting the rooms ready for Rogue Fun, and I got to figure out the hallway now that I've got two R2 units. It's slightly under scale. It's not full scale, but you won't know. It's like
Right.
within inches from being full scale. So
I mean, that's what people were complaining about that, oh, it's under scale. It's a $300 R2 unit that has a motion sensor in it and moves.
yeah,
Shut up.
it looks better than what I had, and I'm happy
Right.
with it. So
I'm sure it looks incredible,
yeah,
especially for $300.
yep.
You keep your mouth shut and move on. It's not, don't nitpick, quit nitpicking things. Um,
Well, there is one thing I want to change, which is the glass eye. It doesn't look glassy, so
oh, okay.
I'm gonna nitpick that, and then I'll move on. But that's all I picked up this week. It was I guess in total it was an expensive week, but
Yeah.
I've been saving money, so
Well, there you go. Well, like I said, we had my grandson's birthday. His birthday's on the 18th, but we celebrated it yesterday. We went to Tullis, and that Tullis is really cool. They had a space exhibit going this time around. But the big thing is I got to tell him what his big birthday present is.
what's his big birthday present?
I'm taking him to Universal over New Year's weekend.
Oh, you're gonna take him to see dragons?
Yes. Hopefully, if I can get into Epic, we can get into Epic.
Great.
Yeah.
Good for him. I hope he
So
enjoys the
he's
dragons.
10 and he's never been to Disney or Universal.
Well, that'll be fun for him.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it'll be awesome to see that through his eyes. So
yeah.
it'll just be me and him. My son's girlfriend's going to have a couple of days off, and so she'll be able to take us around the park and really, like, he's going to be spoiled because she's got fast passes and all kinds of stuff. So he's going to, next time he goes, he's going to be like, I have to wait in line. And she's got the photo pad. I mean, she's like blowing it all out for him. So
Yeah.
to make it special for him. So it's going to be a good time. So
Well,
we'll have to figure something out that weekend.
yeah, I hope you guys have fun. That'll be fun for you
Yeah,
guys.
I'm so looking forward to it.
I guess I'm just repeating myself. That'll be fun. You guys will have fun. I hope you guys have fun. That'll be fun.
So yeah, it was like my daughter, nobody wanted me to tell him. And then I'm trying to talk to him about it. I'm trying to talk to him about stuff. And my wife tells me about 9:30 last night. She goes, do you want to just tell him? And I'm like, give me a minute. So I call my daughter because my daughter, she wanted to be a part of it all. And I have her on FaceTime. And I'm like, this is your big part of your birthday present. And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm going to take you to Universal. And he like hugged me and stuff. And then it was funny because I had a deja vu of being at your house. Cause like later on, after we hung up with his mom and everything, my wife takes out her phone and it's like, Riley, where are you going for your birthday? He's like, Universal. And so he gives me a big hug. And like, right as he gives me a big hug, my chair goes crack and
Oh.
falls.
Well, it's good to know it's not a me problem. It's a you
I
problem.
think it's a me
And
problem.
the liability is no longer on my shoulders. So if you want to sue, you first have to get around the fact that it's you, not me.
Right. So, yeah. So she has like all of a sudden you hear the chair go crack and you see me falling and the video ends. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
Yeah, not fun.
So yeah, he's pretty excited and I'm pretty excited. So yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Something to look forward to at the end of the month.
exactly.
Flying dragons.
Yes.
Did you see the news about the Puppetry Center?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I meant to mention it last week and forgot about it.
Yeah, so Charlie Chaplin had his own studio out there, and then that went up for sale, and Jim Henson bought it, and he made it Jim Henson Studios.
Right.
But he did that. He put a 12-foot statue on top of like the gate, the entranceway of Kermit the Frog. But to pay homage to what came before, it was Kermit the Frog dressed as Charlie Chaplin.
Right.
But now the Jim Henson's company has sold the studios, so that's no longer their property. And they wanted to do something with that 12-foot tall statue, so they donated it to the Center of Puppetry Arts.
Yeah.
And so in the process of getting it here. It's already been removed from the studios, and it's probably because they've sold the property and they probably have to evacuate, but not evict. You know what I mean? They had to leave property,
Right.
and so it's gone, and it's on its way here. And somehow that'll be in the fold to the Center of Puppetry Arts, and hopefully it'll be on display by April.
Yeah,
Hopefully. I mean, it's a 12-foot tall metal statue, and finding space for that'll be difficult.
right.
But who knows? I mean, there's a new thing to see now, so
All right.
it's exciting.
Just make sure you have $50 cash and fold it up and be like, I'm here to see the frog.
What's that from?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm here to see the baby.
oh.
Let
I'm
me
here
see
to
the
s-
baby. It's I
I'm
guess
here to
once I
see the
said
tadpole.
it.
Bring me the tadpole.
I want to see the frog.
And for anybody at home that's getting a little nervous right now, this is a German accent, not a Hispanic accent. It's not that I'm doing something wrong and misappropriating accents. That was my German.
Ah,
And I am 50% German, so it is part of my birthright.
there you go.
But let me just clarify one more thing. Just my family came over in the early 1900s, pre-World War II, so it's not like they escaped anything and came to America. It's not Operation Paperclip. They were here and established in America before that, okay? Just want to put that out there. Okay, now we can move on with the show.
We just took a weird turn.
I know. I know.
Anyway. Yeah, it would be fun to see. I mean, I'd like to see you seeing it. So I think yeah, I think you'd have fun seeing it.
I've already seen all the Muppets and Sesame Street characters, and I've already teared up. So by the time it happens, and I'll be distracted, and you won't be seeing me cry.
Right. Well, maybe we will. I don't know.
Maybe.
So what about, did you have any Disney news? Did you that we were going to talk about?
The only piece of news that I had this week was the announcement that the 50th anniversary, they're going to be showing it was a remaster, but it's the unaltered version of Star Wars, the original version before it was renamed Star Wars A New Hope Episode 4.
So with no special edition stuff.
No special edition stuff. It'll be Han shot
Goodness.
first, no Rontos. You're going to see the weird mats around all the TIE fighters as they fly through the screen. It's going to be all that stuff. No blast wave around the Death Star as it explodes, They added that
Mm,
later on. So it's supposed to be the original. I think they just cleaned up the negative or something and they're throwing it up on screens in February of all times. And I just think maybe
oh,
that's a win.
okay.
It's February. And I think it's probably just the window thing
Uh,
because it's May. Like they already showed off like a schedule of like all the things that are happening in the next 2 years for IMAX.
mhm.
And I remember Zelda. Yes, it's a Zelda. Another mention of Zelda, but it's May of 2027 with Zelda.
Right.
And that's typically the Star Wars month. So maybe I don't know, because also Starfighter's coming out then. So maybe they wanted to separate Starfighter from the original Star Wars.
Mhm.
They
Well,
didn't
we're
want to
thinking,
release it. They didn't want to release Star Wars back to back to this new Star Wars.
right. And I'm thinking 20, I'm thinking next year. We're talking 27.
27, yeah.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. That's the only news I have though.
Okay. No, did you see that they took no, I'm looking forward to that. It should be fun to see that again for in a theater, because as a little kid, that's all you ever wanted to see was to see Star Wars on the big screen
In the big theater.
in the big theater. But did you see that they pulled the pre-show out of Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney?
Yeah. Yeah, Disney's keeping that sucker open for as long as they can because they need all of the people they can get going through the park without the Muppet Theater that they had, or Muppet Vision 3D,
Mhm.
and there's the Star Wars launch base closed. So they
Yeah.
need to put people somewhere, and they can't close Rock and Roller Coaster, so they just closed the pre-show so they can start working on that. And at some point, I'm sure they're going to have to close the entire thing to redo some of those cardboard cutouts that they got in the roller coaster itself.
Right. Just close your eyes. We got to change the coaster, the cutouts out.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it makes sense with the way they did it, because if all you have to do is redo the pre-show, just shut it down and, you know, keep that thing open, keep that sucker open.
I'm okay if they keep the same pre-show, they just redo it with the Muppets.
Yeah, well, I think that's sort of what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna have the penguins or something from what the concept art I saw.
Yeah. And Horatio Sands just popped in my head. That's the name of the guy who did that. He also played the Mithril in Star Wars.
Gotcha.
Mandalorian, so.
Oh, I didn't even know that was the same person.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, and then they also announced that there was going to be more Muppets, like at at sea and stuff. So there was going to be more Muppets in the parks and throughout Disney.
Yeah. More Muppets, the better.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a way to get you on a cruise.
Yeah, but what they've done with the Muppets, the same thing that happened to Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse used to be a troublemaker at the
Oh,
start,
yeah.
and then he became a corporate entity
Mm.
and a mascot to a giant conglomerate
Right.
company, and he became less of a troublemaker and more of a just a, oh boy, and that's why they invented like Donald Duck to be all that.
Oh, okay.
And the Muppets used to be anarchy. They used to be the counterculture,
Right.
and now they're just more like hey, they're just corporate characters. They're not like as troublemaking as they used to be. They're not as edgy.
Gotcha. So you want to see Kermit smoking a cigarette?
Well, Kermit wouldn't be the one, but Gonzo would be.
Gonzo would be.
Yeah, I could see Scooter just being strung out, just out the back. Here we go, another show. I can't do a Scooter.
Animal.
Yeah. Woman, woman. You're not going to see animals chasing women anytime soon. I'll just put it
It's
that way.
true, he did, didn't he? He's not doing that anymore,
No,
is he?
woman, woman. They're making a new Miss Piggy movie, which I'm excited about.
Really?
Yeah, with Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence.
Is it Jennifer Lawrence? That may be fun.
Yeah, so we'll see, but yeah. We're talking a lot about the Center of Puppetry Arts because we can't share who our guests are yet for Rogue Fun, but we
Mhm.
will say this is dropping on, let's see, 7, 8, 9th, the 9th of December, and on the 14th, we are announcing our first panel for Rogue
Mhm.
Fun. So the tables will turn, and we don't have to talk about Muppets as much anymore. So there is some light at the end of the Muppet Tunnel.
Right.
Just go with us for another few hours here with the Muppets, and it'll be all over soon. It'll all be
Yes.
over soon.
And you'll be like, damn.
Damn, go back to the Muppets. Stop talking about your damn panels. God, talk about dragons. Actually, that's the first panel.
This is what about your How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, it's about dragons coming to
No,
life. The toothless dragon story.
Toothless Dragon story. Yes. Oh my goodness. So yeah, while my grandson was over, just to totally left, no left hand turn. So he put it on Netflix and put on like K-pop Demon Hunters. And he
Yeah, I have
was
yet to
like
see
telling
that.
it's all right. It wasn't bad, but I mean it's a typical, 90-minute movie. It has the first act, the third act, that whatever.
Yeah.
Um and when it was fine, but he was just like, I was like, have you seen this? No. He's getting all embarrassed because he's watching it and he like knows all about it. And I was like, dude, for somebody who hasn't seen this, you sure do know all about it. Oh, all the girls at my school talk about it. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
sure, buddy.
Sure, guy.
Sure. You know all about it. And then he just watched a ton of
Girls, so you could
Pokemon.
talk to them about the K-pop Demon Hunter.
Right. Yeah, I watch K-pop Demon Hunters and he's like, she's a demon. And I'm like, what? The girls in my school. Yeah, totally. I'm like,
Yeah.
sure, buddy.
Oh, speaking of demons, there's a new It tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be able to stay up for that. I'm tired.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I started watching it and my wife was like, all right, tell me when it's not scary. And she's just doesn't like scary stuff. So I never finished watching it, the first episode. Is it like really spooky scary?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
And we've talked about it, but I like the Shining stuff, and there is a tie into the Shining, so I'm all in with the Shining stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think season 2 or 3 will incorporate any of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Maybe I need to watch it and see what happens.
Because we talked about like Shawshank being involved, and I'm like, I just don't want that involved with the, because that's a completely different tone for Stephen King, and I didn't
Mhm.
want that. You still haven't seen Shawshank, have you?
I've seen bits and pieces, but I need to, because like the Green Mile, Stephen King, and it's like I consider though, even though I haven't seen Shawshank, they sound like they're the same genre of writing.
Yeah, Frank Darabont wrote both the Shawshank and Green Mile,
Hmm.
and he directed them. And he actually came out of retirement to direct the third episode of the new Stranger Things season.
Okay.
I had told the kids like, oh, I got it. Okay, hold on.
All right.
I told the kids like, oh, Frank Darabont's doing this one, and they're like, who's that? What has he done? And I'm like, oh, geez, you guys haven't seen Shawshank or The Walking Dead or The
Mm.
Mist or anything like that. But one section of Stranger Things, the kids were talking about. They were listing things up, and I can't think of it on the top of my head, but it was something like, like the government's coming, the UFOs or Area 51. And I turned to the kids, they go, they didn't know about Area 51 in 1987. And Josie turns to me, she goes, congratulations, you just found a plot hole. And then they just went back to watching the show as if it didn't happen.
That's
But
awesome.
but at the time in the late 80s, like Area 51 was a secret. Nobody knew about it.
Right.
So the kids wouldn't have known about it in Stranger Things.
Yeah. Did they actually mention Area 51 in it?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Have you
need.
seen it?
Yeah, I've seen all four, and maybe I need to rewatch them. I guess I'm just okay. So let's start straight the talk Stranger Things, and we're going to talk spoilers. So if you
It's a
guys,
Stranger Galaxy.
yes, Stranger Galaxy, here you go. So what I'm just amazed with Stranger Things, I'm like, why are all these people underneath this government, behind this government wall, and then they're living their normal lives, like they're going to school. How are they going to work? It's like nothing, no big deal. They're just,
I think it's like a containment zone.
yeah,
You can't kick them out, but you can't bring anybody in
right.
except for somebody's doing deliveries. I think that's the loose premise that's going on there.
Mhm. That was the whole thing that got me out of that.
That was it. That was the
It
plot hole for you.
that was the plot. Well, not really.
Couldn't
I
get
mean,
around. The show was
lead,
pretty good, except for the fact that they're going to school.
right. I don't understand because if I was in a government controlled zone, because you think Hawkins is to have that many kids at school, how big is that controlment zone?
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it would
It's
have to be
covering the whole
huge.
city. I mean, how big is Jackson,
I don't
Georgia?
know.
I mean,
I don't know.
that's Hawkins.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
I
not
mean, it
that
looks
big.
like all the kids are at school, and normally when you have a school, not the whole town, it's bigger than the town.
It seemed like it was contained, and the government has gone in and let everybody gone back to their lives, but they're still doing some research and they're containing the thing. The coolest part about this,
Hmm.
the thing that I absolutely loved, and it seemed so familiar at the time, Vecna's entrance was directly inspired by Darth Vader in Rogue One.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I was just like, yes, this is how important Star Wars is. Even today, good Star Wars is still inspirational.
Exactly.
And Rogue One is some of the best Star Wars that Disney has done. It all proves my point.
Exactly. No, I'm really enjoying it. I like the fact that Robin is like, "What's that light on? Oh my God, that light's on!" And she's and the mom is just like Renona
Winona
Ryder is just
Ryder.
like it's just like that light's always been on. What? She goes, "Oh, it's for the flux capacitor," and I'm just like, "There you go."
Yeah. It's good to see Sarah Connor back.
Yeah, she's
Uh,
getting old.
yeah, we all are.
Yeah,
Um, she's got a twin sister too.
does she?
Yeah, they used her in T2
Okay.
for one shot actually because the T-1000 tries to replicate her,
Hmm.
and that wasn't done by CG. They actually used her stunt, her double, her
Wow.
sister.
Nice.
What's her name? Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I forget. I don't know why. I don't know why I forgot her name. Linda Hamilton. Thank
Linda.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Force.
And then what I also find weird is it's like somebody they posted a TikTok of like her and the younger girl and then that new kid, the kid with the glasses. So Linda Hamilton's driving the golf court and the younger girl's with her and they're backstage. And then like they pull up with the kid in the glasses and they're just like, let's all go to lunch. And I'm like, my mind is just like, I know you guys are playing people, but it's just weird seeing people who act like they don't like each other in a show all of a sudden like each other in real life.
And that is acting.
It is.
That's acting in a nutshell.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
The camera says cut and you're friends again.
Yeah. just
Yeah,
like
not the
wrestling.
camera. The director says cut.
Yeah. No, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I do like the fact that it's filmed here. I know there's a lot of people that are going around to Jackson, and I think some of the I know you guys went along. You
Yeah, we've
did
been
the
there.
tour. That I need to do it. I think it'd be fun. But I know like some of the stuff's like up in Rome too, so like it's only an hour and a half from here, right?
Yeah, Vecna's place is up in Rome, and there's a used bookstore up there that I want to check out. So I thought I'd make that an afternoon so at some point.
Hmm.
Take Josie up there and go to the bookstore and then check out Vecna's house, maybe get some lunch or something and come
Yeah.
home.
Cool. Yeah, Rome's a cool town.
We're talking about Rome, Georgia,
Yes, Rome,
not Rome,
Georgia.
New York, and Rome, Italy.
Right.
For those that are concerned,
Concerned.
confused.
Yeah.
I can't think right now. It's
I could tell. That's why that must be why the show's moving so good.
yeah, maybe. My brain's seizing up. It's been a long weekend of planning a party and
Executing said party.
executing said party. I sang New York in the karaoke room, but that
Yeah.
was really the only song I sang because I was just not feeling well.
Yeah.
I
Well,
couldn't hit some of the notes.
you just sing it real deep.
Yeah.
And
Very,
New York.
very
And
love
it-
style. Start
And
spreading
everybody's
the
like,
news,
yes,
baby.
that dude's singing New York, New York.
I'm leaving today, baby.
So, yeah.
But I have tickets to see Stranger Things in the theater when it comes out, the last episode. It's like 2 hours long.
Yeah, the whole the next season looks like it's going to be basically movie length
Yeah, there's three
episodes.
episodes on the 24th or the 25th or the 23rd. I can't remember.
Yeah, Christmas time.
And then New Year's Eve at 8 o'clock, there's one last episode. And that's the one we're going to the theaters. But we had to go to one in Douglasville. So I have to drive like an hour
Damn.
to get there. So hopefully
Was that the
traffic.
only one it was showing at?
No, there's the one right here in Barrett,
Uh-huh.
AMC Barrett. They were showing it, but they were like later. The 8 o'clock was filled up, or we'd have to sit apart. So it'll be an adventure. It'll be one that we won't forget.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I guess I'll just have to watch it at my house on midnight. Or no, not midnight, on
8
New Year's
o'clock.
Eve. Huh?
8 o'clock, unless
But
you're
it's
on the
New Year's
Pacific.
Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve at 8 o'clock.
Okay, awesome.
So I'll be in bed by 11. The show will be done. I'll drive home and go to bed.
Yep.
I'll
Well,
wake
no,
up
I'll
and it's
be prepping.
2026.
Guess what I'll be doing?
Getting ready for Rogue Fun.
Getting ready for Epic.
Getting ready to talk to toothless dragons and
See the
cry.
dragon, see the toothless.
Yeah. Seems like there was something else I was going to bring up. But I can't remember.
Oh, maybe you'll remember as soon as I hit stop recording. Oh, here we go.
I will. I will.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
I will.
Is there
You
any?
remember-
Yeah. Huh?
You remember those old AT&T commercials
Yeah.
where they would show you the future?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever talked to someone through a camera? You will, and the company to bring it to you is AT&T. And it's like, we take it for granted, but we're living in those times.
You're right. It is. It's weird watching like you watch like the Jetsons and they had fax machines and
Yeah.
stuff. And about
But
the
it
only
makes-
thing, huh?
It makes me wonder back then if they knew this technology was available
Mhm.
and they just needed to get to a point where it would be disseminated to a wider audience and they make it seem like it's coming from them and that they're a cutting edge technology company. But, they knew it all along.
Dude, it was so when we were at Telus, you said AT&T, so it made me think of this. One of the moving exhibits, because they have a building that the exhibits rotating exhibits. One of them was on technology and it had like cell phones and cameras. And I'm like, my daughter, there was a thing of cameras and I looked at them. I'm like, my daughter's like, didn't you see all these cameras? I'm like, yeah. But then there's a phone booth and she's like, look, it's from Back to the Future.
Superman changes in there. It's Superman's changing room.
Right. I'm like, no, Tori, that's the wrong time travel movie.
Like, remember Call and Collect?
Yes.
You don't call collect anymore. Nobody calls collect. Can I borrow your phone?
Right. Well, do you remember like when you were talking to somebody, so you would call them and like right at 9 o'clock, you'd be like, hold on a minute, I got to hang up and call you back so you can get the evening
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah. This is a different time.
Yeah.
Kids have no idea.
No, they don't. No long. What's long distance? There is no such thing as
No,
long
that doesn't
distance
exist
anymore.
anymore either.
Right. And
Yeah.
unlimited text. Like, man, my dad would kill me if I'd send the text that said K. It's like that was 25 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to cost money to send text too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And you had to do dial up. That was fun.
Yep. Kids don't know these days.
Mm. Man, you were always connected.
All right. Well, we're turning into a Goat Boy episode, so I should Beavis and Butthead are back. I saw that.
Yeah.
Speaking of the 90s, but they've aged them up. I need to watch that.
Yeah. And Malcolm in the Middle's coming back too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to tie in Breaking Bad to Malcolm in the Middle.
Probably not.
Well, did you hear the fan theory that
Yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle is a Breaking Bad's a Malcolm in the Middle prequel or something?
Yeah, I heard that.
They're tied together. They actually filmed the ending of Breaking Bad, him waking up next to Lois.
Yes. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. His wife.
Yeah, from Malcolm in the Middle.
So they've already been there, done that.
Yeah.
Derivative. They're not going to do it's derivative. Reference. It's always sunny.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Anything
Man.
else?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Well, listener, thank you for listening to the Smugglers Galaxy podcast. If you could, please leave a like and a 5-star review of the show anywhere you listen. It really helps us out and points people to our show. Follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Send us an email or message us. We love feedback. We'd love to make you part of our show. Our email address is smugglersgalaxy@gmail.com. Thank you to Alfonso Riviera for the Smugglers Galaxy logo. And thank you to Levi Waterhouse for the music. People, collect for the love of it. Hashtag vote with your wallet. Pass on what you've learned. Be a positive force in the collecting community. This is the way.
This is the way.